Alright guys, welcome back to Soai. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you to a spot that I've been to before, but we are checking out 100 Jamaican / Caribbean inspired restaurants on this series. Now, I went to that spot before I started the series, so I think it is right that I bring this spot back, and that spot is called Cantina. When I first got to New York and I was over the Mount Vernon area, a bunch of people kept speaking about this place. I saw comments on it and people really adhered to the spot, so it had to make it back on the list. Now, I gotta announce this. I'm gonna be starting back up my plates. I used to do it, people loved it. I've never gotten a bad review on it. People love the food because, for one, the price on the food was really, really good. The amount of food that you got was really good. And I did it because a lot of people, when I go to some spots, they talk about the prices and how expensive it is, and I do understand. I do see the cost for food, especially when it's not even good at all. So I decided to do the plates because I think wherever you are or wherever you live in life, you got to be a part of the community in some way, shape, or form. There's something that you could add back to the community. Since I've been here or lived in Jamaica, I've always tried to promote other businesses. And I thought to myself, bro, you've never really promoted yourself per se. I don't even tell you guys to like or even subscribe to my own channel. And that's because I think that, I don't know, something about my spirit, I always try to bring light to other people. And I think that's great. But I think I'm off the age now where I need to start building something for myself. So I'm gonna start working on the plates. And one of the main reasons too, y'all always say you want me to have a restaurant or do a pop-up, but I believe that you need to see if you can really cook. So I'm gonna be doing a couple plates whenever I'm cooking for myself. I'll do a couple plates. What was requested is fried chicken and curry goat. So I'm gonna be doing that on my next pop-up. So check out my website, soisauce.com, and you'll be able to get it. If you've ordered from me before, I'll be sending out a mailing list just to notify you guys that, hey, it's gonna be there. Trust me, price is gonna be great. There's no way in the city that you're gonna get food that could serve 2 people with lemonade for 25 bucks. That's ridiculous. And there's gonna be also cheaper prices and stuff too. Okay, so we're now in Mount Vernon. It is still chilly. Like, when is spring gonna really start? So yeah, we're out in Mount Vernon. Today I'm gonna be getting the curry goat. And that's because, ironically, I did speak about me doing curry goat and fried chicken and all that. And I'm not gonna be here to review theirs to compare it to mine because I think everybody has different taste buds. You're gonna like one spot and I might not like one spot, so leave it at that. But I'm gonna be getting curry goat because somebody, when I did that video, had stopped me and they're like, yo, so I check out their curry goat. People might check out Blue Cantina food. Yeah, food good. See it there? Curry goat and rice. So that's why I'm finally here to do that. All right, so we're out front. I know parking is a big issue for you New Yorkers. I drove today, so I understand that. I had to park in a residential area, but I did see where they said that they have additional parking out back. So don't do this, don't double park like that dude there, because there are a couple meter guys around here that they will hound you. But yeah, there's sufficient parking down the block. There's metered parking as well. So if you're willing to spend the $2 or whatever the cost is, then that's that. I'm gonna try to go around back to see if I can see the parking there for you guys and show you what that's like. All right, so just around the block, it says entrance only, customers parking only. Okay. Damn, okay. So there's sufficient parking for you guys back there anytime you pull up. Yeah, there's at least, I see at least maybe like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. All right, we will a proper park, and that's really good. Give them points to that because it's not often you find restaurants that actually have parking space. So yeah, one problem solved. All right, let's go inside and let's put in our order. Oh my God, it's so chilly. It's so chilly.
136, please.
Sorry, enough curry goats?
Yeah.
Which size are the medium? Yeah, can I get a medium curry goat, please, with rice. You have, what kind of veg you have?
We have coleslaw.
Coleslaw, please.
That's it?
Yeah.
Just one card.
Card, please. Thank you. might go around with the truck for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything go on sometimes you slight air leak and you think that on the next thing you have a break.
Yeah, because that air brake you use down. So we get with food. Struck up a quick conversation with a guy in the restaurant. It was so interesting learning about trucks. But anyhow, inside gets pretty active. I've been here in the evening before where it's like a bunch of people in there. So be prepared for that, but that's a good indicator that they make pretty decent food there. Also on Google, they have a 4.2 rating and I paid $18, just a little bit over 18 bucks for this for a medium curry goat white rice. All right, let's go eat this food and I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. I've never had their curry goat before, so I have no idea what to expect. SOAI _ sauce. So got the food here. Yeah, feels just about right for a medium. This has some nice weight to it. This might sound weird, but I like that my plate isn't like crammed to the top. I get it. You want to pack a bunch of food in there, but presentation is also important and you're serving human beings, so this is kind of good to see. But to each their own. Some people like it. Me, not so much. It depends on what I'm gonna have. Ooh. Okay. This is what we look like here. This is our curry goat with our coleslaw there. Not really seeing the rice because the coleslaw is on top, but so far it looks pretty decent. Okay. Try a little bit of this coleslaw. All right, so there's a bit of an improvement. When I came here on 2 occasions, the vegetable tasted a little bit off. First time I was just like, okay, whatever. I don't really eat veg that much, but that's a lie. I shouldn't say that. Kids, eat your vegetables. Didn't really care much about the veg, so that was okay. Ordered again, and I had the same issue. My first experience, I said that it reminded me so much of home, like a real yard man box food. So that was that. I think the fried chicken was a little bit on the spicier end, but overall everything was good. Today, the vegetable is different. This is more like a coleslaw, and it's not your average coleslaw with the mayo and the sugar and all that stuff. So it's pretty dry. So it's more like a raw veg chop up. So I can taste that it's cabbage, of course, and carrots. There's a bit, maybe it's a little bit of vinegar and some sugar, and that's basically it. So that's your preference, and this one will be all right for you. Nice, crunchy, doing what's supposed to do. Now the goat. That guy told me I should get the goat, so I'm here for the goat. Top shutters are back. Nice. Let me tell you. They did not have any prejudice to the spice on this. Not a burn your mouth type spice. It's at the end of your taste buds, which I like. It's really good. The meat is tender, still remains goaty, that nice gamey feel of goat. Goat generally is not a soft meat. You have to cook it down for a while, and this definitely has that. Nice flavor of the curry, really good flavor of the curry. Even though we weren't, let me scare this over a bit. Even though we weren't seeing the rice, you guys can see it there now. It's a bit bright, but the rice plays a perfect companion to this goat. It is not too dry, it's not too soft. It's a perfect cook, and it doesn't have any of that old rice taste that some places tend to have. This is a really good combination together. Visually though, I must admit, because my whole aim is to be very raw and real with you guys, and I did see the opening of the plate, I thought that the curry looked a little bit dry. Let's be real, Most Jamaicans, when they go to a restaurant and they can't afford curry goat, they always get the fried chicken, rice and peas, and they add the curry goat gravy, because the curry goat gravy has so much of that depth of flavor hidden in there. So I wasn't seeing that. However, it doesn't mean that you didn't get gravy in the curry goat at all. So it seeps all the way down to the rice here, so you realize that this section of the rice has that nice bright tint of that neon yellow from the curry. And if you're not Caribbean, do not let this touch your white clothes, not even your fingers, because it will leave it with a semi-permanent tattoo. Oh. I am not mad at this curry goat. If someone came here to rate it, everybody's taste buds is different. And I'll tell you, I am not the king of food. This is my personal opinion. But if someone comes here and gives this curry goat less than an 8, they are crazy. Unless they change the chef or something went wrong in the kitchen. But really good. Now, portion of the goat. Do I feel like I have enough goat for 18 bucks? Goat now in New York is somewhere around maybe like $6 or so per pound, depending on how you bargain shop. Restaurants maybe get it for $5, give or take. I don't know. I ain't even gonna go that detailed, but I think I have enough goat for this portion amount of rice. I am not gonna complain on that. The cut on the goat, they are rather. Whoever is cutting this goat is good. I've never seen goat cuts this small, but these are the cuts on the goat. So it spreads around really well. Yeah, that guy who recommended it, you sir, did not lie. Now, when I review a goat, my general marker is it dead yard worthy? For the non-Caribbean, dead yard is like when you have the repast or the night. It's after someone passes that you cook, everybody gathers and they cook some food maybe before or after. And the curry goat, especially in Caribbean or Jamaican culture, even if you don't know the person, you're looking forward to go to that event so you can have the curried goat. Does that hit that mark? Honestly, I think it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Will I say it's the best in New York? Sometimes it's not a matter of who is the best in New York, it is who is the best in your area, and did they cover all the bases of what a curry goat itself should be? And I think they have. Enough tenderness, sufficient amount of goat on the plate, enough gravy, even though, yeah, when I opened it, it did seem a little bit dry. However, it's not dry. There's enough gravy for the rice. For me, I think this is a good plate of curry goat. If you're ever in the Mount Vernon area or you're in the Bronx or anywhere in Westchester, they deserve a try. Yo, I can't say it anymore. That was a really pleasurable experience. There's times when I don't drive. Well, previously I wasn't driving. I was just like, nah, I just take the train or whatever. And there'll be times I encounter restaurants like these where I get the food and I'm intending on checking out maybe 2 other spots for the day. And I'm like, yo, I want to eat everything, but I can't just because I'm not going to have enough space or I can't walk around with this food and film. This would be one of those spaces that I would be mad that I wouldn't be able to finish everything. Now, I'm taking that home. I'm gonna have it for lunch tomorrow. It was really, really good. Again, highly recommend them. But I'm gonna be checking out another spot that I've done a video on before, but I think that they were really worthy of being on the top 100. Not a top 100, but on the list of 100 Caribbean/Jamaican inspired restaurants here in New York. So I'm gonna check them out right now. Do remember to check out my website. I'm gonna be dropping plates. I'm trying to go for at least once per week, minimum 4 times per month. So you guys can have a chance of trying food from me as well. Whenever I cook some dinner, you know, for a couple people, I will do it. So book the meals, do your pre-orders, and I'll show you how much food you will get for $25 I'm starting from maybe like 15. And my flagship meal, that's the one where you get like a bunch of food, drinks, and everything for 25 bucks. I'll put it somewhere in the video so you guys can see how much that is. Follow me on Instagram, on IG. I'll show you also like when I'm doing the cooking and stuff. I won't really put that here, but I will promote it here from time to time. So those who watch my content and want to try something from me will have the opportunity once you are in, let's say, Bronx, Yonkers, Westchester, or even Harlem. You can stop by my pop-up and enjoy some real good Caribbean food. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Remember, you see things, love nature, and adaptation, and always remember to keep the link.
When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole?